Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo Deuce. And we're going to finish up the last little race in West City, and then we'll be done with that area. Which is going to be awesome, because that's an entire area that's out of the way, and that's fucking cool. But you know what that's also going to mean is that pretty soon we're going to have to bite the bullet and do another endurance race. And I don't really want to do one because I hate how long it takes to do them. But that will open up some more shit, and it'll get us some more money so that we can spend it all frivolously on getting these things done. So, it all has a purpose, my friends. It really does. I need to go put my paycheck into the automatic machine that tells me that I have money in it. But I'm too lazy to go do that right now because it's fucking cold outside. I don't want to deal with that right now. It just doesn't seem like a very good idea. But I'll have to do it eventually because I really need some money. There's a lot of things I want to buy right now, but I just don't have the money to do it. Like there's like the new Thor movies coming out soon, so I need to go get a T-shirt for that. I don't have like any like Marvel shirts or anything. I don't have like any like Hulk shirts or Iron Man or any of that shit. And I need to go out and get some. I mean, even if I have to like go break down and buy a shitload of them at Walmart, because I know they've got a ton of them there, I might have to do that. But then there's a couple of other things that I want to buy off of the internets. That would be awesome. And I also need to buy some games off of Steam, but I don't have to worry about my paycheck for that because I don't even. All the games I'm buying off of Steam from this point forward are going to be with the money that I get from YouTube. Yay! And I'm actually going to be buying a new game today because I'm going to be doing a little bit of a Halloween themed, well, not really like Halloween theme per se, but I'm going to be doing some more like horror games for the next week or so. I'm going to pick another new game to play that's going to kind of fit into this whole Halloween thing being in less than a week. Speaking of which, dude, Halloween fucking came out of nowhere. Like, it's already less than a week away. Who would have known? It's fucking crazy. I don't even know how I feel about it. Especially because it's like it's on a weird day. It's on a what is it, a Thursday? And so that means that there's gonna be like really shitty NFL football on that day, but there's also gonna be the Oregon-Stanford game, which will be fucking awesome. Especially if Oregon wins against UCLA tomorrow. So I'll be pretty pumped about that. But that's besides the point. I just remember like having all the kids coming up to the door. I'm gonna be so pissed because I'm gonna be watching football and like all these little, you know, snot-nosed kids are gonna be coming up wanting me to give them out candy. And I'm gonna be sitting there watching football and they're gonna ring the doorbell. Shut up! Shut up! I will come out there after he gets the fucking first down. So just you stand out there, you fucking shut up. This is more important than your lives and how much candy you get, you little jackasses. No, I wouldn't be that much of a dick about it. Because, you know, it'd be the one time I would do that would be the one time that, you know, like, the parent comes up there, you know, and stands, like, 5 or 6 feet behind the door because they still want to have their kids, you know, getting the experience of not having their parents do it for them. And so they ring the doorbell, and then I'm, you know, yelling out the window, "Fucking shut up! Fucking shut up! How are you going to throw an incomplete pass, Mariota? God damn it!" That would be me. Take your fucking candy. Just take it. Just reach your hand in there and get it. I gotta go back to the TV. Just fucking grab something. No. One! Just because you're dressed up like a slutty whatever doesn't mean you can take more candy. Okay, yeah, it does. Yeah, you can totally take more. But, yeah, dude, it's gonna be weird. Like, the last couple of years, Halloween's been on, like, really weird days for things. Who decided to bring the rally car in here? Dude, I miss Halloween, though. Like, I miss being in the age bracket that, you know, trick-or-treating was acceptable, because, let's be honest, being 25 years old, I don't think that people would look at me walking up to a door, "Hey, trick-or-treat, can I have some candy?" No, you're way too old. No, I'm not. I'm only 8 years old on the inside. Well, guess what? You're fucking 25 on the outside, so it doesn't work. This sucks, man. I miss being, you know, that age where you can like get super excited about, you know, going to get like your costume and you know, getting ready for all that stuff and like finding out where all your friends are going to be trick-or-treating at. And be like, oh, where are you going to be at? Well, I'm going over here. Oh, well, I'm going to be over here because this neighborhood's better. They give out better candy. No, they don't. Yes, they do. But then there was always like that couple of houses that gave out the really fucking weird stuff. Like the old lady that would always give out fucking apple slices in my neighborhood. Or the other lady that would always, and I'm guessing she was like a retired teacher or something, but she'd always give out fucking pencils. How bullshitty is that? Happy Halloween! Here's a pencil! Yay! Tastes like wood and lead poisoning! Yay! Or there was the other old lady that she would always give out just one fucking penny. Like, why would you... What are we gonna do with a penny? Like, I know the economy was better back then, but what the fuck is any kid gonna do with one penny? Happy Halloween! Take this and put it into a bank account! And then watch it turn into like $100 in a million years! Yay! For interest! I'm teaching kids how to be responsible for Halloween. It's the safest gift there is! But, yeah, dude, I had the best neighborhood back when I was a little kid because it was just like this giant row of cul-de-sacs. And I lived on the street that was like right across from one of them. And so you could just go up one of them, go down the cul-de-sac, come back, walk down the road, and then there was another one. And I think there was like, probably like 10 of them just going straight down that road. And then when you were done, when you got to the end of that road of cul-de-sacs, you could go on the other side of the street and just take the long straight road all the way back down to where you started. And like by that point, because I would always take a pillowcase. Like I wasn't one of those stupid ass kids that would take like just the little like jack-o'-lantern thing that you could only fit like 50 pieces of candy and then be done with it, because your parents would be like, oh well, guess what, Jimmy, your thing's all full now, so I guess you're done trick-or-treating. Let's go back to the house and we can eat half of your fucking candy because we're assholes. My parents would always like try to finagle all the good candy out of my bag, but I'd always take a pillowcase. And so there was never that excuse of, you know, well, I think you've had enough. Your container's full. You can never fill up that fucking pillowcase. It was huge, because it was a pillowcase for one of those body pillows, and so it was like just as tall as I was. Which kind of sucked, because when I got it full enough, like, it would be so full in the bottom that it would start dragging on the ground, it would start getting wet. Because I don't know about you guys, maybe just it's an Oregon thing, I don't know, but every fucking year it seems like it would start to rain on Halloween. Every time. And like your clothes would get like a little bit soggy, but because you're wearing a mask, it would get like super hot in the mask and you'd be sweating in there. And it would just be like miserable after a while. You're like, I don't even know if I even want to keep doing this right now. I kind of want to go home and get some hot chocolate. But I can't not have a bunch of candy. There was one year that I actually went out for a lot longer. So it was like one of those years where my parents finally let me go out and do it by myself. And so I went all the way up and down. The cul-de-sac, you know, loop once, and I actually had a second costume. And so I went and I took like the demon costume off. Oh wow, we are totally gonna get last place in this. We are not having a good run this lap. But I went and put a second costume on and went all the way up and down the cul-de-sac loop again. And then I had just enough time that there were some other neighborhoods that were still nearby, that they still had candy. And so I decided to go check it out, and by the time I got done, dude, I'm not even kidding, I had like 2,500 pieces of candy. It was fucking crazy. Like, my pillowcase was actually to the point where I couldn't even hold it like normally anymore. I had to like hold it with both hands. Oh shit, we might still be able to do this. But I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. Fuck no. Fuck yes. Fuck no. I don't know where the finish line is. Please let me win. No! I think that was like the last turn. It fucking was. God damn it. All I needed to do was just to like slide in right behind him there, which totally sounded like butt sex references, but fuck, man, that sucks. We actually made a very valiant comeback right there. Despite being 7 seconds better than what our first lap was. It just wasn't enough. God damn it. But yeah, dude, I had like 2,500 pieces of candy. It was fucking crazy. And like, my parents that year, because, you know, I work in the health food business, so naturally my parents aren't going to be like, oh, you got fucking 1,000,000 pieces of candy. Let's just let you eat all of them. You know, they wanted me, well, you know, we don't want you to get diabetes when you get older, so we want you to go take it easy on the candy. And I was like, well, fuck that. I don't want to go easy on the candy. And so they were going to try to make it to where I could only keep 30 of them up. And I was like, well, what are you going to do with the rest of them? Oh, we're just going to take it to the store and give it out. So it's like, so you're going to, instead of just not letting me eat it, you're going to take it to our work and give it to all the other people and, you know, ruin their lives with diabetic shock. I almost said diabetic cock. That would have been terrible. That would have been disgusting, because nothing says a bad Halloween like diabetic cock. But no, I was like, no, I am going to keep. I had to work for hours to get all this candy, and you are not going to take it away from me. And so we came to a compromise. They'd let me eat up to 5 pieces a day, and then, you know, but they could have some too whenever they wanted. And I was like, okay, whatever. But they had like this, my mom came up with this ingenious hiding place for all the candy, because she thought that, you know, I was stupid enough to not figure out that she was just going to take my pillowcase and hide it in the closet right inside the door, where it was the easiest place to find it. And dude, she was just feasting on that shit. Like, she ate probably like a solid third of all that candy. But after a certain point, I started, like, you know, taking a little plastic bag, and I would just go and I'd just take a handful of it and put it in there and just take it up in my room and hide it in between my mattress. Oh yeah, that was the shit. Big little survey here for you real quick though. What's your favorite candy? Like, when you went trick-or-treating, what was the one thing that you were hoping to get the most out of everything? Like, top 3. Top 3 is acceptable, so do that. For me, my top 3, without any sort of doubt at all, was definitely Milky Way, especially Milky Way Midnight. But Milky Way's, damn dude, it's hard to, that's actually, I definitely have some doubt in there. We'll call it top 5. So Milky Way, Three Musketeers, the little boxes of Nerds, in whatever flavor, whether it was the grape ones or the strawberry ones or whatever. So yeah, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, Nerds, Smarties, and then, oh fuck, what would have been the last one? Maybe like, and I don't know how many people actually really ever got these, but whatchamacallits? Oh my god, I loved whatchamacallits. Those were so good. There was one house in my neighborhood that used to give out caramel apples, like homemade caramel apples. But it kind of sucked though, because you had to eat it right there. Like, you couldn't just be like, oh thanks, I'm just gonna put it in my bag and just have everything that I have stick to it, and then have all the caramel melt on everything. So yeah, dude, that was that. It was kind of weird, but that was like one of the best things, because they were always so fucking good. No! God damn it, we're gonna lose again. God shit. This God's shit everywhere. Fucking A. Man, this is not working for me right now. And now we gotta do it again. Woo! 3rd time's the charm, and my win percentage is taking a fucking trip down the shitter. Bum, 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 bum. So, I had this weird-ass thing happen to me yesterday. I was looking at my online bank statements and stuff, and I don't really check them that often, but just enough to where I can, you know, kind of keep tabs on what's going on. And I go on there, and I saw that I had, like, this $39 charge from a company that I've never even heard of before. And I was like, well, what the fuck is this? Like, I didn't buy anything online yesterday, so what is this? And so I go to their website to figure out, you know, what this business is and what the fuck they thought they were charging me for. And when I went and looked at it, it just looked like this super janky-ass looking thing, and I was like, okay, we're not doing this right now. I'm not about to have this charge for nothing. And so they had a hotline, and so I decided to give them a call and be like, hey, anybody mind telling me what's going on with this? So I call him up and I tell her, I was like, hey, so I just got a charge onto my debit card for $40, and I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what products you guys are selling or what service it is, but I definitely didn't buy this, and so I would like to know what's going on with this. And she's like, oh, another one, huh? And I was like, another one? Like, this has happened? This is a thing? She's like, yeah, so let me give you the story on what happened here. We had an employee that got laid off, and so right before he left, he went on a spree of charging a bunch of random debit card numbers about anywhere between $40 to $60, and so we've been getting calls from people for the last 48 hours or so, or the last like 24 hours or so, with just a bunch of people that had been charged that amount of money for no reason. And so, you know, we're trying to get everybody their money refunded and have all this, you know, figured out so that they can't be charged again unless they want to. But it was just like, it's just been like the biggest piece of shit that's ever happened. And, you know, it's like I'm sorry that, you know, that you had to go through that, but it's been a really, really bad day. So then, like, I kind of felt bad after that. I was like, oh, I mean, that sucks. I mean, I can totally understand that, but what a dick, though. A guy gets fired by the company. He's like, oh, well, you know, if you're going to fire me, then I've got a surprise for you, dude. I got a feeling we're going to fucking lose for a third time in a row. We're totally going to lose for a third time in a row. Unless something miraculous happens right here at the end of this, but I don't see it. I really don't see it. God fucking damn it. We're going to lose for a third time in a row. Jesus Christ. Why can't we win for once? It's just like, it's always just one turn that ruins it for me. It was that one bad turn right at the beginning of that lap. It just fucking ruined it. I can't catch a break right now. It's so shitty. Ah! I am not stopping this episode until I win this fucking race. I'm just not going to. But yeah, so she's like, yeah, we'll credit your account, and it should be good to go in no time. So I don't know. I hate that happens. But they took me off the list, so I won't ever get charged by that company again unless I actually purchase a service. Which that's so how it should be anyways. Like, why would I ever, you know, be randomly charged by a company that I didn't buy their products? Really, this thing again, huh? I already did this race once. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was very strange. I mean, I've never been like fired by a company before, but if I did, like, I wouldn't try to go and fuck up everything for everybody else in there. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, you fired me, so I'm gonna just randomly charge about 100,000 people a bunch of money or whatever. And it's like, why? What's the point? Why would that even be something that you would think would be a good idea? Like, you're gonna get caught, and it's gonna be even worse. And like all the other people did, like, they're not the reason why you got fired. Like, obviously you're just a shitty employee that got yourself fired for one reason or another, and so taking it out on a million other people isn't gonna make it better. They're not gonna like rehire you because you decided to foil their company and, you know, tarnish their good name and shit. Okay, let's just do this. I've got a better feeling about this one as far as like our winning possibilities are concerned. I really hope so. I really don't want to lose a race 4 times in a row. Losing it 3 times in a row has been bad enough already. This car is so quiet. You guys notice that? Like, it's just like, I'm so glad that I have all these racing modifications. I'm really hoping I win this time and don't fuck it up with really shoddy turning, because this thing can't turn worth a fucking goddamn. Jeez. I mean, it's better on a race like this because there's not like super sharp turns everywhere, but my god. You would think for a car that doesn't have that much horsepower that you would be able to turn easier. Like, I mean, you would think for a car that's got 700 horsepower, it'd be hard as a goddamn to be able to turn with that because you're going so fast. But with a car that's got like 190 horsepower or whatever, like, turning shouldn't be a big issue. I mean, You're only going 80 miles an hour, and these turns aren't that sharp. So, I don't know. Call me crazy, but... No, don't fuck it up. Don't. No. No, no, no. Fuck, no. They're trying to do it again! No! I won't let you. I won't let you ruin it. I'm not going to allow you to pass me, you fucking pieces of shit. I've been working way too hard for this. Yes. Oh no, oh no. No. No, they're coming up behind me. He's going to try to take it, and he won't! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, I'm not going to let you ruin my shit again. I've had enough problems today. Alright? Don't bring me here anymore, right? Thank you, Peugeot, for getting the fuck out of the way, or whatever, however it is that you pronounce that thing. It is. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting really hungry. Five Guys sounds really good. Then again, Panda Express sounds really good, but I had that a week ago. Decisions. I'll have to figure out something, because I'm starving right now, and I've got to have my fuel for softball, bitches. We'll figure out something. Alright guys, so we have finally knocked out all of West City in more frustrating fashion than what I wanted, but we did it anyways. So, when we come back on the next... Ooh, we can probably get rid of this too, actually. Awesome. When we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, let's take a look at what's in store. What do we have left for this? We have one left. We have one endurance race left. However, I don't think I'm going to burden you guys with that just yet. I think that we'll do one more episode of doing some manufacturer races up here in North City, and then we'll knock out an endurance race. Because we only have one left. It's the last one that's there, so, I mean, it could be worse. It really could be. So we'll figure out which one of these is going to be the best option to try, and then we'll go from there. So until then, this is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Take care.